Nestled in amongst the luxury watch shops in Hong Kong's Causeway Bay, the face of Mao Zedong advertises the People's Recreational Community Bookstore and Coffee Shop. The kitsch decor might be styled with Chinese revolutionary memorabilia, but the store itself is no sop to the Communist Party. It specialises in selling books that are banned or at least sensitive in mainland China.
For the collections, we have almost more than 60% of our books is talking about politics or the history. Of course, is cover mainly is Chinese politics. This is a very good books that's published in the last year and currently our bestseller.
The owner, Paul Tang, set up the shop more than 10 years ago to sell books made in China because they were far cheaper than those published in Hong Kong. But he discovered in the mid-2000s that by far his best market wasn't selling cheap Chinese books to Hong Kongers, it was the opposite, selling Hong Kong books about China to the Chinese.
When mainland the government officials or the businessmen, they come over Hong Kong, the past year they will get the Rolex, they get the LV bags, the cell phone, the iPhone 5. Right now it's not. I want to ban the books. I want books talking about Xi Jinping. If you get it for me, I will be more happy better than you give me a Rolex diamond watch.
But this bookstore is just a small niche business in the Chinese language publishing industry. To get a sense of the bigger picture, a good place to start is the Hong Kong Book Fair. This year, about 1 million paying visitors are expected to come through the turnstiles.
In terms of the number of readers, Hong Kong is perceived as the biggest book fair in the world. And also the passion, the kind of feeling, the atmosphere is the best. My understanding is much better than Taipei Book Fair and Beijing Book Fair.
The fair sells everything from comics and romance novels to academic tomes. But in spite of the breadth of the books on sale, it's for books on China and the talks about sensitive issues or with dissident writers that most people are attracted to the event. Hu Yufeng has travelled for 20 hours by train from Beijing just to come to the fair. On the first day, he's bought and packed up 2 boxes full of books that he can't get back home.
这个书因为是北岛先生他们回忆70年代的一个其实通过一个所谓的学校的生活，其实回忆的是一个大时代的一个情况。而70年代你也知道，这是文化大革命时期，暴风雨中的记忆就是指的文化大革命时期的这个记忆。因为你说我还是感兴趣，但是还是这种历史啊，它目前还是很片面的，它不能够一个因为在大陆它并不是一个很公开的一个报道。
Helen Ho is from Guangdong and has just finished school. She's just bought a single book about the Tiananmen Square massacre because she says it's a topic that no one discusses at home.
我觉得就是比较跟共产党有些关联的比较敏感的话题，这些书或者是在国内大陆里面是很难找到的，因为我觉得我对这一块缺失了，对这方面缺失了一些了解，所以我想去填充它一下。
Well, the Hong Kong Book Fair became the signature of Hong Kong. It turns out to be a kind of a new platform, attracting all the Chinese audiences around the region. The army of Chinese writers came from mainland China, and they love to come to Hong Kong to, connect with their audience, their readers in this city.
Hong Kong's reputation as a beacon of free speech has taken something of a battering recently, with its media organisations accused of self-censorship to appease the government in Beijing. But for the hundreds of thousands of visitors here at the Hong Kong Book Fair, the books sold and published in Hong Kong are a key source of information about politics and about recent history, the topics about which its own government would prefer to keep its people in the dark. Tom Griggs, Financial Times, Hong Kong.